What is your name, age, and where are you from? My name is Sean Hengshua. I go by the pseudonym GBursine. I am 30, and I reside in Toms River, New Jersey. Do you think New Jersey is strong in fighting games? New Jersey historically has had a very strong Smash community, a very strong 3D community, Soul Calibur, and a very strong Marvel community. And lately, I think they're still strong. They're not as, there's not as much, there's a different type of hype than there was 10 years ago, but they're still strong. People still have to watch out for New Jersey players, absolutely. Who is your favorite player in the FGC? I don't think I really have a favorite player in the FGC, and that's not being political. I'm just very apathetic. I think there's a lot of good personalities. I think there's a lot of good players who are good role models for the up-and-coming players, but I have no particular person who I really enjoy. It's about the people. Who's your favorite character in fighting games? I don't know. I've played Marvel. I love Spiral. I really like Maki in Capcom vs. SNK 2. Right now, I've been really binging on Hakan because his game mechanics are so fun. I'm all over the place. Vampire Savior, Dark Darkness 3. I initially liked Lele and Allbath, but I really like the whole cast. So that's really a horrible answer and shotgun answer, but that's that. Who would you love to see win this event, and who would you love to see lose? This is another question where I really have no answer to. There's a lot of strong North and South Jersey players. I know it's like political, but I mean, the players that are hungry, they're going to do good, and their results, I think, are going to, the effort and time they put into everything, it'll show in their results. And I hope the players who win meaningfully. There's no shenanigans or anything, or there's no random loss. So this is also the first time I've ever seen a Swiss format in a fighting game tournament. I've been around for a while, so this will be interesting to see how the results pan out, see how the schedules pan out and everything. Just because I think our results are definitely going to be more refined than a standard double elimination or single elimination. If given the opportunity, would you go pro? An example, paid travel and registration to wear a jersey and promote a team, not necessarily a paid job. Would I go pro? Right now, my day job, I am a civil engineer. And my brother, for a short time, Andre, he was a paid professional commentator for StarCraft. And StarCraft is much more established right now than the fighting game scene. And he was sustainable, but right now, I don't think, I don't think that the fighting game scene is a sustainable source of income. So even if I had the option to go pro, at this point in my life, it would not be viable for me. I mean, right now I come to these events and I support where I can, but I think people should prioritize their lives, the other facets of their lives, as well as fighting games. This is a hobby, and it's important to be good at something, but it's all about identifying what is and isn't practical as far as that goes. Esports is FGC esports. Why or why not? How do I answer this? I think the business model for esports right now is very different. They're much more developed and evolved than our fighting game scene is. I think eventually, once the foundation's laid, we can get to that point. But right now, I don't think from a developer point of view, like Capcom or Namco and whatnot, I think they're still catering to a arcade type community. They're not catering they're not making interface that is partial to spectators and commentators the way Blizzard is. There's a lot of analytical data that we're still not seeing, like damage done, hits landed, and all these little numerical things that you don't think come into account that other games have, even other sports. Like in boxing, you know how many jabs were thrown by a boxer, and how many hit and how many weren't hit. And these things, in StarCraft, you know how many workers there are mining, and how many marines and buildings there are. All these numeric things that we should be kind of adding and making our scene more professional that we don't have, I think. So that's one end, and then there's other ends too that I can't think of, but that's one of my big things. Next question. What would you do to better the New Jersey scene? Hello, people. This is great. This is live. What would I do to better the New Jersey scene? I mean, people, and I've been in the scene for a while, and I know people have their own different degrees of hunger and their own levels of motivation for how much they want to play and how much time they want to invest. And really, as a community leader, as a tournament organizer, I can have a venue like Yestercades, and I can do my best to be consistent and have a reliable place for people to come to. And it's really on those people to motivate themselves. And it's the community that you develop on a one-to-one level with each player, with each person, that makes or breaks a community. It's not having giant pots. It's not necessarily having bounties or having exhibitions. It's on the person-to-person level that you have to make sure you invest in. That makes the scene thrive, and that makes people want to play and beat people, and that develops camaraderie. So that's what I do. I mean, and there's really not much. There's a lot of people. There's a tournament every week, all over North Jersey, South Jersey, on different days, and for a while, they tried to stop conflicting with each other. So that was really good. It was like over inundation. What's your most favorite thing in the world? Anything. I really like food. Most people will know I really love dim sum, and I really love ribs and meat and cooking. As far as the fighting game scene goes, I really like going out and just meeting with old friends and seeing people go from being like no-name people to people who the entire community looks at and tries to idolize and uses as a point of reference for how much they want to get better. People, any shout-outs? Shout-outs would be to Kazi for hosting this event, Joe Lewis for making this bullshit thread that created all this bullshit drama that created this tournament. North Jersey, South Jersey, Penn State, where I initially started playing Marvel 2. FM Jaguar and Annie Constantino and AG and T-Pyre. There are T-Pyre members. We joke about it, but there's T-Pyre members. And that concludes my interview. That's good. That was way too long, but that's okay.